Imagine you are holding a glass of water in your hand. In your eyes, it is just an ordinary sip of water, nothing worth thinking about. You raise it to your mouth, take a drink, put the glass down, and continue with your life just like any other day. But what if I told you that this small moment that seems insignificant is quietly deciding your health, your clarity, and even your longevity? Stoic philosophy teaches that the things that weaken us are not always great tragedies. What slowly wears us down are the small actions repeated in ignorance. We do not collapse because of a storm, but because of drops of water that fall in the wrong place, at the wrong time, in the wrong way. Little by little, every day. Drinking water feels instinctive, yet most of us do it without awareness. 99% of people drink water as a reflex. They drink when they are thirsty. They drink when they are tired. They drink simply because there is a bottle in their hand. They do not understand, they do not respect, and they are not aware that every sip entering the body is speaking directly to their cells, their stomach, their brain, and their circulatory system. We think water is just water we drink, and that is it. But water is life. It is the environment that allows every cell to function, recover, cleanse, and exist. Used correctly, it is a blessing. Used incorrectly, it becomes silent chaos. Have you ever wondered why you feel tired even when you sleep enough? Why you have headaches even though you are not sick? Why your stomach feels heavy even when you do not eat much? Or why your mind feels foggy even when nothing serious is happening? Sometimes the problem does not come from anything complicated. It comes from something you have never paid attention to, which is the way you drink water every day. Marcus Aurelius once said that you become what you repeat. If you drink water without awareness, your body will also operate without awareness. But with the right understanding, with a small adjustment, with the ability to drink water like a person who is fully present, your health and your mind can change in ways you never expected. And that story begins in a very distant place on the icy peaks of the Himalayas, on the snow-covered ridges of the Himalayas, where the sky and the earth are separated only by a thin line. There lived a hermit who had been isolated for decades. It is said that he not only lived an unusually long life, but also possessed a quiet wisdom that made anyone who met him feel as if they were being reflected from within. A young man filled with excitement and a deep desire to seek truth decided to cross the dangerous passes to meet him. He climbed over steep rocky slopes and endured freezing winds that cut through his bones. Each step felt like a test from nature, asking him whether he was truly worthy of what he sought. After many exhausting days, with weak legs and lips cracked to the point of bleeding, he finally saw a small cave. A warm glow from a fire inside shone outward. When he finished the last gulp, he realized the hermit was sitting right in front of him, quietly watching. There was no blame and no irritation, only a gentle, compassionate smile. Then the hermit spoke in a deep voice. "You have climbed all the way here in search of wisdom, yet even the way you drink water is working against your own body." That sentence struck the young man like a blade cutting through his simple beliefs. No one had ever told him that drinking water, the most ordinary thing, could also be wrong. But that shocking moment opened the door to a new journey, learning again how to drink water and how to live. The young man sat down, still unable to understand why what he had just done, drinking water in the middle of intense thirst, was considered harmful to his body. Wasn't drinking water a natural instinct? The hermit looked at him, picked up a small pebble and dropped it into a bowl of water in front of them. The water splashed upward, overflowed and turned cloudy. "Do you see?" he said. "Water is gentle by nature, but when it is forced in too much and too fast, it becomes chaotic. Your stomach is the same. When you pour water rapidly into a body that is tired or full of food, you are throwing a rushing stream into a digestive system that deserves respect." The young man suddenly remembered the times he drank half a bottle of water in just a few seconds after a meal, or drank repeatedly right after exercising because he believed more was better. He had never paused to ask what his body truly wanted. The hermit continued, "You are not wrong because you drink water. You are wrong because you treat your body as an empty container that only needs to be filled. You forget that inside you is not an empty space, but a delicate system where everything has its rhythm and its limits. Stoic teaching says that we do not harm ourselves through rare actions, but through habits repeated without awareness. Every time you drink water as if you are putting out a fire and pour it onto a stomach that is already working, you force your digestive system to struggle to regain balance. Your stomach acid becomes diluted, your digestion weakens, and your body becomes more tired even though you think you just did something good. If you want to begin living with awareness, start by looking at the moments that seem insignificant. How do you drink water? Do you drink like someone who respects their body, or like someone pouring water into an unfeeling container? After a long silence, the young man asked, "But people always say everyone must drink 8 glasses of water a day. I thought that was the rule for everyone." The hermit smiled softly, picked up a fallen leaf nearby, and gently turned it in his hand. "Look at this leaf," he said. "Among thousands of trees and millions of leaves, not a single one is exactly the same. Each one has its own shape, its own veins, and its own shade. So why do you think your body, which is 1,000 times more complex than a leaf, is identical to anyone else's body?" He placed the leaf into the young man's palm. "Your body does not need 8 glasses of water. Your body needs the amount of water that is right for itself." He calmly explained that someone who moves a lot needs more water than someone who sits all day. A person living in a hot climate will need something different from someone living in a cold one. Someone who eats a lot of fruit, soup, and vegetables will need less water than someone who eats dry, salty, and heavily seasoned foods. Even emotions make a difference. Sadness, anxiety, and stress make the body lose water faster, and many people never realize it. Stoic teaching says that a wise person does not live by the slogans of the crowd, but listens to the nature within themselves. A number repeated on the internet, in newspapers, and in advertisements cannot be right for everyone. Instead of asking whether you have reached 8 glasses, ask what your body's saying. Is your skin dry or hydrated? Is your mouth truly thirsty or acting out of habit? Is your urine clear or dark yellow? When you drink water based on understanding yourself rather than following a slogan, you are living in the true spirit of Stoicism. You are living according to nature, not according to the noise outside. The hermit looked out toward the distant valley, where the rising sun cast a thin blade of light across the ridge. He said, "Water is not only important in how you drink it, but also in when you drink it, because even the most beneficial thing can become harmful if it comes at the wrong time." The young man listened, feeling as though every word the hermit spoke carried a secret no one had ever bothered to reveal. "In the morning," the hermit began, "your body is like a room just opened after a long night. Dust has settled, the digestive system is quiet, and everything is waiting to be awakened. 1 or 2 glasses of water at this moment sweep away the mist that lingers inside the organs. But do not rush to eat. Give your body a moment of stillness to fully wake up." He continued, "About 15 minutes before each meal, drink a small glass. Think of it as a message to the stomach that food is coming. But after eating, do not drink too quickly. The digestive fire is burning, and you must not pour water over it." He finished with a deep and steady voice. "In the evening, drink only what you need. You do not want to wake your body in the middle of the night because of a hurried habit." The young man nodded. For the first time in his life, he realized that even water has its own rhythm, and so does life. The hermit held a small glass of water, raised it to eye level, and asked the young man whether in his entire life he had ever truly observed the way he drank water. We often think that drinking water is simply an action for survival, a way to ease temporary thirst. But he said that drinking water is also bringing life into the body. It is a moment of direct connection between a person and nature. He lifted the glass, kept his spine straight, and gently took a tiny sip, almost without making a sound. "Do you see?" he said. "If your body is a river, then water is the flow that keeps it alive. If you keep that river straight, the water will enter in harmony. But if you bend your body, hunch your stomach, tilt your head too far back, or drink while walking, the water will still enter, but it will leave behind disorder." The young man tried to follow and suddenly realized that the glass of water he thought he knew so well now felt completely different. For the first time in his life, he clearly felt a cool stream moving downward and dissolving inside his chest. The hermit said that haste does not appear only in the way we work or love, but also in the smallest actions. If you drink water when your mind is being pulled by anxiety, anger, or panic, your body will receive that water along with those emotions. But if you drink in calm, with slow breathing, the body will learn that calmness. Drinking water is a way to center the mind. Every sip can be an invitation to stop, breathe in through your nose, and feel life moving downward and spreading through you. He went on to say that many people exhaust their bodies because of the wrong posture while drinking water. Bending forward compresses the stomach, tilting the head back suddenly sends water rushing in before the body's ready. And drinking while lying down forces the stomach to work twice as hard to stay balanced. Each small mistake, repeated hundreds of times a month, wears the body down while we keep thinking it is simply a normal sign of aging. Stoic teaching says that awareness is built from simple moments. When you drink water with full presence, you are reminding yourself that your body deserves to be treated with respect. And in a chaotic world, even a small ritual like that is enough to help the mind find clarity again. Because sometimes to return to yourself, you do not need an hour of meditation or dozens of books. You only need to give 3 complete seconds to each sip of water entering your body. When the young man had understood that the way he drank mattered just as much as the amount, the hermit poured a little more warm water into the glass. A thin mist rose into the air, soft and hazy. He said, "There is one more thing most people overlook, which is the temperature of the water." The young man frowned. "Water is just water. Why does it matter so much?" The hermit smiled. "Imagine your body as a garden. Cold water is like a sudden heavy rain that shocks the soil and startles the roots. Warm water is like a gentle rain that seeps in slowly and nourishes every layer of earth. That small difference completely changes the way the body absorbs it," he continued. "When you drink cold water, especially while eating or right after eating, the body has to spend energy warming it up before it can process it. The digestive fire loses its heat and the food is not broken down as completely. Those small disturbances slowly accumulate into fatigue, heaviness, and discomfort. That does not mean cold water is the enemy. Cold water can soothe the body on extremely hot days or after intense physical activity. But if you turn it into a lifestyle or a constant reflex, your body works much harder than you think. Warm water is not mandatory," he concluded, "but it is the most harmonious companion for the body. Stoic teaching says that anything excessive, even if it is good, becomes harmful. The temperature of water is the same. Choose what brings balance. Choose what helps the body remain calm instead of what startles it." From that moment on, the young man no longer looked at a glass of water only through thirst or coolness, but with a sense of respect for the flame inside himself. The hermit scooped another bowl of water. It was clear, yet tiny specks of dust floated within it. "Many people judge purity with their eyes," he said, "but they do not know that even the clearest water can contain things that weaken the body. Contaminated water does not always smell, it is not always cloudy, yet it is enough to bring the entire digestive system to its knees." The young man shuddered as he remembered all the times he had drunk water without caring about where it came from. The hermit continued, "But it is not only dirty water that harms you. The things people call refreshments such as alcohol, beer, soda, and carbonated drinks are deceivers of thirst. They make you believe you are being hydrated when in reality your body is losing even more water. Stoic teaching says that the most dangerous enemy is not the one who attacks you directly, but the one who makes you lower your guard. Those cans of soda, those bottles of beer, for fun, those glasses of alcohol to help you sleep, become a problem if they turn into a habit. They are no longer drinks. They are small hammers tapping on your health every day. Choose clean water, prioritize filtered water, know where it comes from, and reduce drinks that dehydrate the body as much as possible. That is not only a health choice, but also a sign of discipline and self-respect." After speaking about the dangers of drinking too little and drinking the wrong way, the hermit lowered his voice. "Remember this, my son. Nothing in this world brings only benefits. The very thing that gives life can harm you if you use it without wisdom." He explained that many people, after hearing that drinking plenty of water is good for health, start carrying large bottles and force themselves to drink even when they are not thirsty pouring liters of water into their bodies in a short amount of time. They do not realize that the body also has limits, and he said, too much water in a short period dilutes minerals and disrupts balance. Even the purest thing becomes a burden when it exceeds what the body can handle. Stoic teaching never encourages extremes. Discipline does not mean doing everything more, harder, or constantly. Discipline is knowing where to stop. It is not letting yourself lack, but also not letting yourself drown in excess. Listening to natural thirst, noticing the color of your urine, observing your energy, and letting water become a balanced flow. That is wisdom. Drinking water is not a competition of who drinks more, but an art of moderation woven into daily life. Ignorance, the hermit concluded, is more dangerous than evil, and water, if misunderstood, can become a silent enemy. But if understood, it will be your most loyal companion. The hermit remained silent for a long moment, as if waiting for the young man to absorb everything he had heard. Then he picked up a small stone and placed it in the young man's hand. Now it is time for you to experience it yourself. Knowledge does not change you. Only practice can do that. He gave him a very simple yet very difficult challenge. For the next 7 days, you will drink water the way I taught you, not to prove anything, but to listen to your own body. He instructed that every morning, right after waking up, the young man should drink a warm glass of water as the first greeting to the body. Throughout the day, he should drink in small sips rather than gulping down full glasses. Before each meal, drink a small glass to prepare the stomach. After each meal, give the body time to process and avoid drinking too quickly. Limit cold water and drinks that cause dehydration as much as possible. And pay attention to the color of urine, because it is the language the body uses to speak to you. The hermit smiled. After 7 days, you will notice something strange. Your body will feel lighter, your mind will feel clearer, your skin will feel smoother, your sleep will become deeper, your energy will become more stable. It is not because of magic. It is because you stop doing small things incorrectly every day. Stoic teaching always reminds us that great change is built from small practices, repeated with awareness. One glass of water taken the right way, repeated daily, is far more powerful than you think. As their conversation neared its end, the hermit stood up and pointed toward the small stream flowing in front of the cave. The surface of the water shimmered under the afternoon light. "Look," he said, "water always finds its way. It is soft, yet it is precisely that softness that allows it to overcome every obstacle. It does not fight the rock. It does not grow angry. It does not despair. It simply keeps flowing, gently and patiently, and it never stops." "Be like water," he said slowly. "Be like water, flexible yet enduring, gentle yet never defeated. Life will place hard stones in front of you. Failure, pain, misunderstanding, and loss. You do not need to collide with them to prove your strength. Move around them. Persevere. Keep the clarity within your mind." He scooped a handful of stream water and let it flow through his palm. When water meets fire, it rises as vapor. When it meets cold, it becomes ice. When it meets earth, it sinks in and nourishes it. No matter how the circumstances change, it remains itself. That is wisdom. Stoic teaching says that the most important thing is not what happens to you, but who you become when you face it. If you can keep the softness of water and its quiet strength, nothing in life can truly break you. All the lessons about drinking water may seem like they are only about health, but in reality, they are a doorway to learning how to live with moderation, flexibility, awareness, and resilience. As the sun disappeared behind the deep purple mountain peaks, the young man stood up and bowed to the hermit in gratitude. A cold wind passed through, rustling the dry leaves as if nature itself was closing a silent lesson. He knew he was no longer the same person who had climbed the mountain that morning. Before this, water was simply something to swallow to get rid of thirst. But now every drop of water was a reminder of awareness, of balanced living, and of the ability to master oneself. The hermit called out to him, "Remember, you cannot change the world in one day, but you can change yourself in the very moment you pick up a glass of water." And what about you? You may not be standing on the Himalayas, but every day you are holding your own glass of water. Each time you drink, you have a choice. Drink unconsciously as before, or drink with wisdom and with kindness toward your body. If you have watched until this point, it shows that you truly want to live a better, more mindful and stronger life. Leave a comment to mark your beginning. I choose to drink with wisdom. That is not just a sentence. It is a promise you make to yourself. Do not forget to hit like so the algorithm understands that you want more lessons like this. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you will not miss any upcoming Stoic videos. And if you find this video helpful, share it with someone you care about, because sometimes just one sip of water taken the right way can change a person's health for years to come. And thank you for being here. I will see you again in the next journeys of wisdom and awareness.